Hi, what's up, yo? What's good? Weekend session episode of the Fella Show here on OnePlay Africa. I'm Joseph Baby Charlie. You know, so when you catch weekend, yeah, everybody excited. And of course, the stories we have today. You let me just leave Tilly to start work. Tilly, what's up?
Oh, shit, no. Is it neon or
Yo, shout out to Guy Things. Alright. Y'all go follow him on Instagram at the real Guy. He ain't give it a shout out. So it's super beautiful. So I can't just wait to, get down from the office and go sit in my benzo. Today we go flex different for town. You feel me?
it's showbiz ampa? Show the base.
But so we feel like
Charlie present the beer for car sembina. Just say, I buy na so nimu. Becca no one as the story goes on. I'm not well, so the stories, I'm bringing you hot stories. We treat it hot and we move.
Yes.
You get.
You need to get well soon. And thanks to Bosu gets to do some drugs, so it should be cool small.
Hey, please say the drugs proper. But they think that I'm taking narcotics.
No, I'm not narcotics. I beg. You don't have any problem.
Okay.
All right. So since you know what, let's go straight to our first story, and this is from Amari. She tweeted that I learned today never to underestimate the ability of an African man to shock you and shock you again. Because wow.
So you see, you remember some time ago, you and I, we had a certain conversation about Amare, and then you had a particular stand about her, and I was like, yo, this lady, she's like a chameleon. She changes. Like, you see, when you go on her page, she looks so sexy. Like, she can wear shorts. I know they're crazy. Very short. Something a Ghanaian female artist cannot wear, she can pull it off. Shorts. Bah, she's gone. The next day you see her, she's in boots more than Jay-Z. More than Kanye West. Boots dressed way over. Like a guy. You can't even tell the difference. That is how she also is.
Okay.
Now, this post, I don't know if the wow at the end makes it look like it's something that, it be like some person rocky well. Black white show on level. So on level, heavy level. Do you get it? So then it makes that conversation we had some time ago a bit shaky. But I mean, there are people that like the two. So maybe on one side, she her word has been changed. Turn around. But it's good. I mean, she doesn't just cater for American audience. She caters for Ghanaian audience too. And for every group of people that you cater to, you have to know culture, what works there, what doesn't work there. So yes, maybe she is, maybe she's not. She's just being true to herself still, and at the same time, she's catering for a group of people that have not accepted whatever it is yet. So maybe to her American audience, she's all open, she's all out there doing her thing. But sometimes she throws some shade in so that the Ghanaian audience will feel like the way we are feeling right now, okay, well, maybe it's not what we think it is. So, Charlie, let's move.
And maybe she's bye, though. I mean, bye.
Some fine girl is saying that her beauty is disturbing her. We'll talk about it one day. I didn't know beauty was a curse, but apparently it is. Yeah. So right now, it's me and Juma.
Which fine girl is that?
Oh, some nice girls. I'm interviewing with some fine girl.
But how can she see that?
She said two things that are disturbing her in her life as a young lady: beauty and cuteness. Let's move.
Moving. Power FM presenter jailed over claims against Akufo-Addo and threatening judges.
It looks like right now the only safe bet is entertainment, because then we don't get to talk about politicians, because it's serious. I feel like there's a lot of things that's happening in this country that now, on top of it, there is fear being put in the media. Fear, conscious, intentional fear has been put in the media, such that when you say something, the least they've changed your sleeping position for you. It happened to Captain Smart, happened to a couple. It's like this regime, there's something not working right. And it looks like we are all feeling the pain as citizens, but no one can talk about it. The few brave ones, I don't know if they don't talk about it in the right way, or maybe they're too much talking to, it upsets people because it's like there's something not balanced because you can't tell me that Akufo-Addo's government is not worth complaining about. It is a painful governance. Like everything is painful in the system. No, I mean I don't know who. Well, maybe I'm living in the poor man's zone, so I'm talking from a poor man's experience. No, there's too much here in the system.
Okay.
Yeah, do you get it? And it's like when you find people that are bold enough to speak to the power, to the truth to power, they are arrested. So it makes you feel like, yo, your case is a dead case. Like, just suffer till probably you get your power back to go and use your time to decide. But you see, the way things are going, it's like we are rotating between two governors. So you go from bad to badder, then badder to bad to badder. Like it's like it's either we are not right now. We are not.
This one come, then can't check. This one come.
Right now, Ghanaians are not choosing between good, better, best. We are choosing between bad, worst, worst. That's our option now.
Problem will come for it today. Alright, let me do my next story. There's actually one story that, as I see, I laugh, so I'm like, yo. Alright, Ghana. Can you imagine? Well, let me just do the story. And he starts with an LOL, laughing out loud. You don't play my music, yet I'm in your award scheme. How? Please, what am I doing there? So I feel like we don't know what I'm going to
answer. I mean, composing me here. Okay, so this thing, this particular story, there are so many angles to it, and today it is my job to give you angles. I'll give you angles. Fellow woman, I am here, black, and wine, sneakers, Converse, and I will say, hey, guy one, it's called what? Converse. Yeah, so black and white Converse, it means that fella near more. Now, if you remember very well, Boy made a post some time ago that Ghana award here. If somebody on the board has a problem with you, it means that you don't qualify. We had a certain conversation, or maybe it could be through music and those kind of things, can promise, that kind of thing. Mind you, Mr. Drew has another similar story with that same three music team. Because Mr. Drew went to Wilderland, was performing according to him, the sound was so bad, he left the stage and he went. So then, I mean, obviously, the organizers will be pissed about the situation. And Mr. Drew too feels like, yo, it's not my duty to come and suffer on stage. It's to give you a good show. So if there's something that is preventing the good show, I might as well leave because my reputation too is what? At stake. So it could be that within the Wonderland time, and this time, 3 Music TV is not playing Mr. Drew song because apparently if you fuck them up, Jesus. If you mess them up, they'll mess you up. Do you get it? It's a tit for tat in the industry. So I don't know if he has heard of any hints that probably he's been nominated because Mr. Drew had a wonderful year. So maybe he had been nominated and then he feels like, since I'm not playing my song again, how am I going to be nominated? On the other hand, there's another story about City TV. When I made I tweeted this day, I wanted to know what is going on. Because you feel like I have to gather from sources. I told you that this show, in Komo Kakra, feel like Kakra, in Tro Kakra, exaggeration is Kakra. Yeah, they feel like, won't feel like. So, I mean, I threw it to the people. And then apparently, City TV did not play Mr. Drew's song. I don't know what Mr. Drew did to them. Now, your award is coming out. Mr. Drew is inside. So, Mr. Drew is saying that if you didn't play my songs, how did you know that I'm part of the chat? Because OnePlay Africa, we do fans' favorites. And the fans' favorite is according to the things that we do on our page and the people that we get traction. So if we gather information to do fans' favorites, it means that we have solid, tangible information as to things, data to back it. So if you are not playing my song, how do you get the data to prove? But I feel like Mr. Drew should just, forget these things. These small shenanigans, it goes a long way to affect the artists. Because mind you, artists is time sensitive, but this media house will always be there.
Okay, so these media houses are always going to be there. On that note, we're going for a quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Don't look me like zombie. Don't play with me. I know below do what chobi. Don't play with me. Yo, people, these are the original AK songstress, the Dancehall Empress, the Don Dana, and you're watching OnePlay Africa. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, guys. Charlie, within the studios of OnePlay Africa. This show we like to call on Filler or Filler because it's the only show I mean, that brings you all the filler in town. You feel me? Can't get Sicily, they ever gorgeous. Today, they don't know the weather small, and you know, I some way, but still, I remember I feel like. Now, Kuami Eugene can't never anything.
Oh, Kuami Eugene, I don't know where he was going to, but his gold, in fact, his car is not even that gold, it be gold, neon, 2 gold. When you look at the car,
we won't be neon.
Neon is 2 colors. Nah, neon is like 2 colors. Okay, ombre is 2 colors, but neon, it has this ocean gold, it's with the green. So, Charlie, the car, pretty. Yeah, I say ombre somewhere be yo.
Charlie.
I don't know what happened.
But is it Kwame the tree and Obi the tree?
That is the point we don't know yet, but we know he was involved in it. But car no, and I know home wire, but Kwame then no one touch him. But the way Kwame was walking around the car,
no, but you know what surprises me? I'm really fascinated about the fact that he didn't really care about himself. His attention was, I mean, like all over the car and sitting in a car like,
yeah. If I'm driving Kia down, I will trivia. If I'm going to park at home, but if I'm driving Bugatti,
okay,
with the trivia, I go slap you for it. Especially if it's not my fault. Before you will say, hey, madam, no me to say. Yes, that's depending on the car I am driving. Yo, this car is customized though.
Okay.
Kuami Eugene is customized. The gold, where will go, where will be that? I pass on Kuami Eugene.
No.
No, I say like in Ghana, the artist.
No.
No. Bobby dear will be.
Why?
Kuami Eugene can gold plate in there, I don't know.
Wow.
Mention somebody that has a gold.
No, I haven't seen anyone like that.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that Kuami Eugene is concerned about the car, which is why he's all over the car because he didn't get hurt. And this is not a major accident; it's a minor accident. Obi in the car, maybe I'm just sitting here thinking it was a major. Because when we see something is a major, as a car now, a somersaulting, those kind of things. I don't think because the way he was parked, he seemed fine. I mean, if you are involved in a major accident and you don't even get hurt, you are in a bit of trauma at that moment. You are not organized to be walking around checking. No, Charlie, your mind is gone because you almost face that. Charlie, sometimes it's Christmas time, you are caught in a cab, Aquaro or dodgy traffic, no cover in the car. Sure, that day, the man, the driver, he got out, he was crying. Because he didn't take it. And then it was rough road and there was a sharp curve.
So scared.
Na break at it. Na can this speed ever. So be on China will be I don't know. Whoa. So there were stores opposite that sharp curve. There were stores. So lucky, I don't know what happened. The car for some reason it stopped in the middle of the road. But the man got down. He was crying, and we're lucky. He told us. So the people around us were like, "We're lucky. It was an experienced driver. He was an older person. If it was that young boys going that Christmas would have gone."
So we say the gears, he used the gears.
Yeah, he was able to manage with the thing that he had in the situation. So what he was doing was, he was like, when he came down, he was crying. I was like, all he was doing was to try to save the people in the backside. So but some the young boys, the drivers that are on the girl, you know. So this one, it's not said that any major accident, because if it was, I mean, every accident scares you a bit, but he didn't look that scared. So I'm glad that he's fine. Charlie, boy Indigo, Charlie. I mean, he has a song already called before. Make you not do what we are. He didn't go Indigo. Share. Our rockstar is going to Indigo. You have to do yawa.
Share. Anyway, yeah, Car Rockstar William said definitely his twin brother is going to come into the picture. And now, so Kitty's The Golden Boy becomes the highest streamed Ghanaian album of all time on Spotify.
That's dope.
Yeah, super.
Yo, that is dope on so many levels. Like, I can't even begin to speak about it. See, we Africans are stronghold. I mean, we Ghanaians, let me not say Africans, because some are very advanced. Some Africans are, Ghana, good leaders, still but some African countries are very advanced. Spotify and Apple Music and those things, that's where the money is. So if you're an artist and your fan base is, you have more on Spotify and Apple Music and iTunes, you're a rich man.
Right.
Because here in Ghana, the currency is and it happens to us. It actually affects us online. when you are a YouTuber or when you are a content creator, you know that views from Ghana here, they don't give anything. Nothing. Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah, that's sad. So if you get listeners that use Spotify and are outside more and all, you should know that the money that is coming for you, it is big. Because if you're in Ghana and you use these DSPs that they don't really pay or they are not even monetized to pay artists, forget. You have numbers, but you don't have money. That is actually it. So to get, Charlie, this is big though. It's in history, like and it's all because of Touch It.
Yeah,
and this thing doesn't come. Let me tell something. Let me ask something. This thing doesn't come automatic. It's not automatic. This guy has empire and made in New York backing him. So it is not intentional that he is the guy with all these things happening to him. It is never intentional. Never. Are you going to tell me that Touch It is the nicest song that has ever come from Ghana? Or the Golden Boy album is the nicest album that has come from Ghana?
But the thing is, Ken Promise album, as promised, used to hold that spot. And now it is Kitty.
So you see, look at the people and look at the affiliations they have in the international market. You get it now.
Right.
It's not automatic. So your fave might be good, he might be bad. Bosu, music, no. The talent and the creation is one part of it, and the rest it be the plugin and the associations and the Charlie. Kitty Kwanga, it's so dope for me. Like hey.
It is. When it comes to the right plugins.
Hey, by the way, Kitty said Ashasi Mponi. This be the Ashasi. We Ashasi. I feel never na kesepa. Hey.
Alright, moving on. Some artists like that in sex tape come out to
Ojuju, I dey fear this matter. Make a singer before I will talk out. I dey fear Ojuju, I dey fear. And they look at quoting behind the camera and fear. We were all there. I mean, dreading Tiwa Savage and her issue. And then boom, another sex tape has come. And this time it was Oxlade. And I don't know for other people, but me, my heart is broken.
Why?
Do you realize I just told you not long ago to go and stream his I think his EP or something, Eclipse, and that he's there. It's like I have now fallen in love with the guy as an artist, and all of a sudden this thing happens. And sex tapes, there are two types of it. One that leaks because, or maybe in the moment people felt whatever that you were feeling so much, you required yourself for future play. Do you get it? And then it happened to leak by mistake.
Okay, so I've been saying now that we have 2 minutes left.
Okay, and there are some that you realize that the person behind it is the person in the video. That one is problematic. Do you get it? But the way this thing came out, you could see that he recorded himself during the time, having his time. And apparently, I mean, these are rumors. They are not solidified anywhere. That he sent it to a friend, that's Charlie, at the bunker somebody. And the friend was recording Snap. I mean, Snap. It can't be saved. So he recorded it. So I'm like, what at all, which level of excitement, or let me use Ghanaian word, Jimmy, a guy gets to be having sex, record and send to a friend. I'm like, this is crazy. And the worst thing is, it's not just the video. There are other videos of him naked, videoing himself, smoking, and the smoke. It's like, Charlie,
maybe that's how he wants to carry him.
But the way the song with Sarkodie, they're not limiting, has shocked. I mean, this is still, I'm not living thing. Oh, Charlie, I'll stay with you.
Talking about Obede, we're out of time. Like, we'll do this story, but we'll definitely do it in our next episode. Sarkodie a fan asked him, please, I want to know what you think about the E-levy. And then he came out to,
let me just touch on it 30 seconds.
All right, let's do that real quick.
So, Obede tweeted that outside, they pay taxes. When he goes, he pays other things too. But those taxes are used to create avenues that helps him get his money back. In Ghana, it's not the same. The taxes are taken, when there was toll booths, in Ghana, toll booths now pothole. So what was the money being used for?
All right.
That is exactly what he's saying. Aborigine, they all take taxes, but the taxes, you can see it in the developmental things they do there. So, but it gets painful when you are paying the tax in your country and you don't see it. However, he says that no matter what he says, even if he says good morning, that's a we are broker. And that is the truth. So, Charlie, let's move.
Alright, man. Charlie, our time is up. We're bouncing out to the studio. And still, I'm feeling funky, fresh, super fly. I mean, thanks to Guy Things, for my bling bling t-shirt, as you can see, Charlie. From here, I'm dropping down into my benzo. I'm gonna have a good time tonight.
I beg he has Benz. I don't have Benz. So if you want to buy gifts, come and give it to me. He has Benz.
Yo, today I'm signing off like Tilly. So you know exactly where to find us on socials at OnePlay Africa. Joseph_A_B shares at Tilly. Alright. If there's something you have to do, please do it now. We out.
OnePlay. Add class to your music.